News every 15 minutes, weather every 10, and sports twice an hour.
Newstalk, KGVO, AM 1290 and now 101.5 FM.
You're listening to Montana Morning with Peter Christian.
Someone is blow darting pets and animals in the Lolo area. Good morning, everyone. It's Montana Morning. It's Wednesday, October the 7th, 2015. And right now we have 44 degrees, the sky mostly clear in western Montana. And our newscast sponsored by Kootenai Creek Village, the maintenance-free active adult community in Stevensville, where they offer the best of western Montana living. Missoula County Animal Control looking for information on numerous pet and animal attacks in the Lolo area. Animal Control Supervisor Jeff Dara has more.
Just in the last day, we've had reports of cats and dogs being shot with blow darts. Right now, pretty much in the Lolo area, we've actually recovered several of these darts. They have a little orange cup on the end of them, probably about half to 3/4 inch diameter there, and then they have a stainless steel dart on them that it's about 6 inches.
Dara says at least 7 animals have been blow darted so far, but none of the animals have died. There are many cats that have gone missing, though.
We do have a couple traps set to catch a couple cats that have darts sticking out of them. They're not doing very well. But we did have a gentleman that called yesterday that had a dog shot. It was in his kennel, in his yard. So for someone to shoot that dog, they would have literally had to probably get into his yard to shoot that dog.
Dara did not want to mention the locations where the animals had been shot in case it might hinder the investigation, but said they were in 3 different areas in Lolo. The attacks appear to be occurring in the evening or perhaps late at night. Anyone with information has to call the Sheriff's Department at 258-4810. A Helena judge has blocked Montana from using a particular drug in executions, saying it does not meet the standards set by state lawmakers. District Judge Jeffrey Sherlock ruled yesterday that the drug pentobarbital is not, quote, an ultra-fast-acting barbiturate, end quote, as required by state law for lethal injections. Sherlock said in his decision that medical evidence shows only 3 barbiturates can be classified as ultra-fast, and pentobarbital is not one of them. Montana's lethal injection law calls for the use of an ultra-fast-acting barbiturate and a paralytic agent. The state's execution protocol lists sodium pentothal as the barbiturate with pentobarbital as a substitute. Sodium pentothal is no longer available for use for executions in the U.S. Montana Highway Patrol Trooper Tom Gill was injured near Anaconda Monday when a semi-truck passed by so close that it struck his driver's side door as he was opening it to issue a citation. Captain Jim Kitchen told KGVO News drivers need to know and obey the Move Over law that was enacted back in 2005.
That kind of thing happens. The potential loss of life there, serious injury is really, really up there, and we don't like to see that with any of the troopers, deputies, or patrolmen in the state of Montana. That's why we have that Move Over law. Kitchen
said the risk of injury will rise when the weather turns cold and there's snow and ice on the roads.
You see a trooper or any emergency lights, tow trucks, fire guys, ambulance, anybody out there, to slow down and proceed with caution, especially when the weather's going to get bad. Those roads get slick, and people come up on these scenes and they hit their brakes and they could slide right into a tow truck or something.
Trooper Gill was transported to the hospital for treatment of an eye injury due to the accident. Another trooper tracked down the semi and issued a citation for failure to move over for an emergency vehicle. Attorneys for Montana consumers and 2 environmental groups say Northwestern Energy wrongly charged customers at least $8.5 million after a 2013 power plant outage forced it to buy electricity on the open market. The State Public Service Commission yesterday launched a hearing into the rate dispute that's expected to continue for several days. Earth Justice attorney Jenny Harbine has said the company should have known about potential problems at Colstrip and should bear the costs for that shutdown. This week, Missoula City Council weighed in on bond requests by Missoula County Public Schools, which will total $158 million and appear on ballots this November. School District 1 Superintendent Mark Thane explains.
The Missoula City Council passed a resolution endorsing the Missoula County Public Schools bonds request, which will appear on the November 3rd ballot. We certainly appreciate that vote of support, although it's not a policy decision on the part of the city. It does indicate how important the education community is to the city of Missoula and its economic development.
Thane added the city to a growing list of endorsements for those school bonds.
Over 500 individuals and organizations have signed on to endorse the bond issue, including the Missoula Chamber of Commerce, the Missoula Organization of Realtors, and now the City Council. So we're certainly appreciative of the support that the Missoula community has shown with regard to the bond request.
3 members of the City Council raised questions about the spike in property taxes the bonds would cause. Only Ward 2 Councilman Adam Hertz voted against it, saying he supported the elementary bond, but that the high school bond was rushed and not thought out. Bears are still causing problems in some Missoula neighborhoods. Information and Education Manager for Montana Fish, Wildlife, and Parks, Vivica Krauser, said residents must continue to take precautions against wildlife damage.
Wildlife activity in and around town has been heavy for several months now, and it continues to be. It really hasn't abated at all. We still have lots of reports of bears in neighborhoods getting into attractants like garbage cans and finding the fruit on the trees.
She said homeowners need to continue removing attractants.
It's really a time to be extra cautious on the roadways for a wildlife crossing, to make sure that yards are picked up so that you're not luring wildlife in, and also just to be wary when you're out and about, because animals are really active eating right now, and in the case of bears, storing up for the winter.
Krauser said to report a bear or mountain lion sighting or to stay up to date on predator sightings, visit our website, newstalkkgvo.com, for a link to MissoulaBears.org. A couple more bear stories. Wildlife officials have shot and killed a grizzly bear that killed 12 cows up in Stillwater County. Sean Stewart of Montana Fish, Wildlife, and Parks told the Stillwater County News Fish and Wildlife Service officials killed the bear Thursday along East Fiddler Creek. The bear was responsible for a dozen cattle deaths in the Fishtail and Fiddler Creek area since the middle of August. And a man near Olney killed a grizzly bear after it attacked him. The Daily Interlake reports that the man called Montana Fish, Wildlife, and Parks officials Saturday to report that he had killed the bear after it attacked him. Wildlife officials said there were no injuries. This is the latest in a rash of conflicts between humans and bears. Officials say bears have become more active as they seek food before holing up for the winter. News Talk time now, 6:12.
News Talk, KGVO.
Missoula's official weather station.
Increasing clouds today with spotty sprinkles and showers expected. Highs will be slightly cooler. We're only topping out in the upper 50s to right around 60. Rain possible this evening with lows in the mid-40s. I'm meteorologist Brooke Foster for KECI 13.